be sure to ask any questions.
pulled from my home inside a cloud, lost to the dark, I drift alone. Now I'm returned beyond the shroud, ever to reign upon my throne, here in my crystal kingdom. I saw beyond the universe.
Oh yeah, go for it, go for it. I'm just not saying anything because sometimes if I try and talk while I'm drawing, I either draw something stupid or I say something stupid. So I'd prefer to answer you guys' questions rather than just go for whatever, because then someone's gonna screw up.
Locked in a cage of glass and steel, but my true love remains in exile, beckoning
So yeah, if you have questions, go for it.
the seal into this crystal kingdom, kept from our children, lovers, friends, subject to laws we did not make. This is where separation ends, and souls of the lost will come awake. Enter this crystal kingdom.
Okay, so I can't actually lower the volume. Yes, I can. Haha. I'm a doofus. How's that? Not what I meant to open. Cool, great. I'm so proud of myself for finally finding a way to capture my desktop audio on OBS on Mac, because there's like no way to do it on Mac normally. You have to like download a specific thing, and I'm not super computer savvy. I can work my way around like art programs and like word processors, but anything more difficult than that, it's like, I don't know. I'm actually quite stupid when it comes to computers. But yeah, I'm just super proud of myself for figuring that out with the help of a tutorial. Listen to my music over like crappy speakers that I had to like play from my laptop speakers and then catch through my laptop's microphone and then play through YouTube. So it was like 4 layers of just crappy audio quality. It was awesome. No, as much as I wish, because I love this character. This is actually for an assignment for my illustration class. We have to do a mock-up book cover. So I chose to do a cover of The Goose Girl because I love that book. And I think the cover is not great. But anyway, yeah. So this is a cover for the book The Goose Girl by Shannon Hale. And it's the only assignment I've been wanting to work on for the past week. So I'm like way ahead of schedule with this, but I've done all the steps that are required. So I'll get back to painting Izzy more. It depends on how crappy the lines look, because I gotta remember this is gonna be pretty small, so I don't want to go through too much effort. It'll be at about, let's see, it'll be 6 by 9, so it'll be close to like this size in real life. Oops, no, whoa, jeez. I gotta move this over so I can fix it to be the right size now. I do have to do the text, which is why I left this huge space in the composition. So this would be for the title, and this would be for the author's name down here. I'm going to do the title last. I do have an idea of what type of font I'm going to use though. But yeah, so I have to plan out everything because I don't want to go into too much detail when it's going to be like this big in the final version. Actually, grab a ruler and see if this is actually 6 inches on my screen, because it might be. No, this is 5 inches what it's showing on my screen, so it'll be a little bit bigger than this. This is, no, it's bigger than it will be in real life, but yeah, so it's somewhere in between this view and this view. So it's like, okay, thanks. So now to paint Ziggy's. Although I should note though, for actual like professional book cover illustration jobs, they almost certainly won't ask you to do the text for it. Like they have people doing graphic design, like that's their job, so you don't have to do it. But since I'm a student and we don't have a hired graphic designer, they're like, you know what, you have to do it yourself. So that's why I am doing the title for this piece. But like, no like real publisher, if they're big enough to have an in-house graphic designer or a graphic designer that they're hiring. I have no video, but it might be a book. I don't know. If it's a YouTube video, then I will almost certainly watch it at some point. Because when I'm not doing homework or chores, I'm watching YouTube. That's it for these ducks so far. Might as well. I like how they look. That shadow, I think, is a good color. I'm actually going to make it a little more blue. Not that much blue. There we go. Yeah, so the book, The Goose Girl, is a retelling of, well, more like a reimagining even, of the fairy tale The Goose Girl. But Shannon Hale really reinvented the wheel when she did the reimagining. Like, she really fleshed it out, gave all the characters good, just, it's a great book. So this girl, she's a princess, Anadora something or other Isili. I used to have her full name memorized. It's like 4 names. And I used to have it memorized, but I do not anymore. Just that her real name is Anadori, and her nickname that she goes by later in the book is Issy. Anyway, so Anadori is a princess, and she is sent off to another kingdom to marry the prince, to seal a pact or treaty or whatever between the 2 countries. But on the way, I don't want to give away too much, but it kind of happens early in the book. So her lady-in-waiting just turns on her, and so she has to run away for her life. And so the rest of the book is her in the foreign kingdom, basically being undercover as one of the king's goose herders. I don't know if there's an actual name for a goose herder. So she watches the king's geese in this country that she should be, by now, the princess of. So the whole book is her, learning to now be a goose girl. And so she just goes from being a princess to the lowest of the low. And it's a really good book, and I love it a lot. And it was one of the pillars of my childhood. I'm glad I didn't merge the lines when I did them, because what layer did I put Jacques on? Oh, I put him on his own separate layer because I'm a doofus, apparently. Here, I'm just gonna combine them. I don't know why I put them on a separate layer. But yeah, I really love this book, and so, and like a year ago, yeah, I reread all 4 of the books in the series, and I even sketched some mock-up covers of my own, because I've been like doodling the characters, and I wanted to do some mock-up covers, and I really was like, as soon as I heard that we were going to do a mock-up book cover in this class, I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I know. I have a plan. Okay. Yeah, it's no problem if not what am I doing? Yeah, sometimes the music just has very different sound volume of like their own volume, so it's like okay. Oh no, I deleted my reference picture of a goose, but that's okay. I remember. I have my color mock-up here, so I can see about what I had planned, the general thing. And it looks kind of creepy compared to what I've even got right now with the flats. For the song. you can, and they bother you, I'm sorry, but there's only so much I can do about that. Hold on just a second. I looked at a lot of pictures of geese when I had to draw this. Are you saying I'm barely audible, or... Oh, my roommate's dirt. I forgot exactly what I was talking about beforehand. Well, that's good, I guess. Some of the geese already had names, and she named one of them, and I can't remember what it is, aside from it started with a J, and it really liked her. And I feel bad that I can't remember his name. I want to say it's like Jacques, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that one. If you read the book and you're like, it's not Jacques, it's this, I'd be like, I'm sorry. I didn't remember. Come on. Yeah, I'm doing all the geese in one layer just because this is a big file as it is. It's at 300 DPI and I've got like 20 layers. And when I was doing the flat colors, it was okay to do them in different layers, but when I got to the geese, I was like, bleh, whatever. And I just like stopped. But yeah, I'm going for a slightly more painterly look than I normally do for this cover anyway. So it's not like a huge deal or anything. But yes, I am doing them all in one layer, and I am going to clean it up, which is a little bit of more work for me, but you know, if I'd been more clean in the first layer anyway, I wouldn't have to clean this up now. Like here's a bad job I did of cleaning up lines. That's alright, because it'll get cleaned up later. And right now I'm worrying about painting these ducks. Geese. Have I been saying ducks this whole time? If I did, I meant geese. All the birds. The waterfowl. Yeah, it'll all get cleaned up later. I made a conscious decision when I was doing the flat colors, like, yeah, I'm just gonna paint all the geese on one layer. Who cares? See, like the file is pretty big right now. So that's why, like when I was working earlier, I combined, this used to be a bunch of different layers with all of her different flat colors. But then when I decided, yes, I'm happy with that color and the shading, I just combined them all. So now all of Issy is on 2 layers, which I'm happy with. And yeah. So actually, I'm gonna delete all unneeded layers right now. Delete this one, it's not doing anything. These ones, they're not doing anything. That should make it a little bit easier in saving. Yes. I think I'm pretty happy with these geese have turned out. I just actually spelled ISI, but yeah, I really relate to Issy. She's a great character, and you can really relate to just basically everything. Like, even from the very beginning, she's just a really relatable character. And I gotta remind myself not to zoom in this far because it's going to be this big. So if I can't see it at this big, they're going to be presented. So I'm gonna have to print this out, probably on campus, which is also an issue that I just thought about because I'm painting this in CMYK. No, wait, CMYK is the printing one. I'm in RGB? I don't remember. Well, when I edit it for print, it might automatically be at CMYK. Canvas properties. It's not telling me if I am. Whatever. I'll have to edit it for printing either way. So if I need to fiddle around with it to make it look vibrant when I print it, then I will. Yes, CMYK is the printing one. I just can't remember if I am painting in CMYK or if I'm painting in RGB. So I'll figure it out later. Right now, I'm gonna paint these geese. To remember not to zoom in too far because I'm not going to see that much detail when it is printed. But I still want it to be nice and clean and presentable, but I don't need to worry too much about it. Still have several things in, like, several days, even weeks before this is supposed to be printed. So I'm going to come into class and my teacher's going to be like, what? Why did you go this far? And I'll be like, because I love this project. I'm going to leave the geese separate for now, just in case. And I'm going to get working on the background. Like barely there. Okay, first up is cigarettes. first I should do some dirt and sand. Something, maybe. Mostly all I'm going to be adding is the reflection of what's above, but I figure I should finish painting what's above first and kind of save the water for last, because I don't want to like change anything in the above and then have to change it in the reflection, you know? Like at the very least, I'll be adding some like leaves or something. But I'm not sure if they're gonna be like any fishes or anything. Slight variation in color here in the background as well. I've got a few friends in that class that I'm pretty excited to see. One of them is doing The Tale of Despero. Another friend is doing Jane Eyre. And I didn't really hear what my other classmates were doing, so I'm not actually sure what they are. We're all at like different tables, and my friends were at my table, so that's all I heard. But I'm pretty excited to see. This is like our first time presenting our own work to each other. Our first project was a master copy. So I saw how like well they copied previously done masterpieces, but I didn't see like how they drew like their art style at all. So I'm a little maybe excited isn't the right word, but like curious to see what their art styles will be like.
Saved from the darkness by my child, locked in
Because there is a wide range of
but my true love
interests and talents in this class, so I'm just very, whoops, go away, go away, go away, there we go, no! If I do this, it'll go away, there. Don't go texting that person. Just be chill, okay? Oh, no, this is my color study, one of my color comps that I did that I like the best, but I also, I combined this one with one of the others. Don't say that. So yeah, first I did a really rough value study because that was required for this assignment. And then I did a super fast color comp over it. And yeah, so it kind of looks crappy if you look at it for more than a split second. But it's a good reference point for what I was going for, you know? But speaking of, I need to do, at some point I need to merge this layer with this layer. So I'll have to figure that out. But that's a problem for later. I mean, at some point all of the layers are going to be merged, but it makes it a little easier for painting digitally if you can separate backgrounds. Yep, there's that. So
he was
was born by the roadside in a broken down carriage, came into life on the run, found on the doorstep of a nearby orphanage. No one saw, no one saw. You'll never know him, he is the forgotten. His name is the word undone. You'll never know him, he is the forgotten. No one's son, no one's son. She had been born there in St. Bernadette's, like brother and sister they were. Out of the two, she was always the strongest. No one's daughter,
Ugh.
no one.
Master copies are always rough
You'll never know
because you have to copy exactly what, you know, a master painter or illustrator or whatever has already done. So it's like an added level of you have to make this look good, but you also have to make it look like as close to the original as you possibly can. And usually it's on a smaller scale than the original creators made it. Because like, so far I've done master copies of Leyendecker and Alphonse Mucha's work for class. And Leyendecker worked on like 10-foot by 10-foot canvases sometimes, and I had to do mine on one that was like 12 by 16 or something. So it was replicating like detail that he did on a huge scale, and then I had to copy it as best as I could in a medium I was still like learning. So yeah, it can be rough doing master copies because there's just so many levels of you gotta do this like as best you can, otherwise everyone will look at it and immediately know like that's not good, you know, because they've almost certainly seen the original or like know enough to be like, yeah, you screwed that up. That being said though, I think that painting like still lifes and stuff is actually fairly easy comparatively because it's right there in front of you, and yes, while you should try to make it look fairly representational, at least that's what they want you to do in school. When you're out of school, who cares? But I find just doing still lifes way easier. I think my mic's at full volume. Why is that one? There we go. That's as high as my mic volume can go. There we go. That's about as good as it's probably gonna get. Hello, welcome to the party. I'm just over here painting. Yeah, that's the first like stopped message I've ever gotten on a YouTube stream before. Good job. So far, let's see, one of my classes was canceled, so that's nice, and I skipped the other one because it was kind of accidental. I've remembered that I still had another class after the one that was canceled, and it's, I was like, oh, class starts in 5 minutes, and I'm in my pajamas, and it takes 20 minutes to walk to that class. I was like, guess I'm not going. So I more or less accidentally skipped a class today. But whatever, it's a Monday. I've turned in all the assignments. As long as I don't make a habit of it, it's fine. Yeah, this castle especially is going to be cleaned up pretty good when I go into the more detail-oriented final stage. Because when I started getting into the background stuff like this, I was like, I no longer care. I like. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Haha. I wish I could remember what the colors are for this kingdom. It's like green, I want to say. But it could be like any color. I wouldn't remember. I should just make these a darker color. I misread that for a second, and I thought you were like, I hope I'm enjoying the stream, and I was like, I hope you are too, but then my brain kicked in, and I could read English again. No. Bad. Yes, although there's going to be this really tiny little flags up here. There's not much room for huge detail when it comes to the castle, you know? So like this is about as much detail as I can put, especially when it's supposed to be like this far away. It's supposed to be like 100 yards away or something. For coloring specifically, I would say first get used to as many different brushes as you can. Just kind of like make it so that you know what each brush's properties are. It really helps to just kind of know off the bat, like, okay, if I do this brush, it'll look like this, instead of having to experiment every time. You can just be like, oh yeah, this is what this looks like, you know? it makes it just go a lot faster, and it's a lot more fun, and it's a lot less panicking trying to figure out what a brush will look like when you use it. So just take some time to experiment with brushes and figure out like what everything feels like and how everything handles. And it also depends on like what kind of look you're going for, because I mean obviously, but like if you're going for a softer look, then you're going to want to use softer brushes, and you're going to want to be less harsh on the edges. Really, my advice is just kind of like all-encompassing, like what you would do in any program, but yeah, get to know what brushes, how they react with each other, how they blend. Clip Studio is pretty, sometimes brushes can react differently from how you think they would. Like take the watercolor tools, for instance. They act almost like the watercolor tool on Psy, but not quite. They react a little bit differently. It's something in like the way that they're just like built. So yeah, do that. I would make like the color wheel or whatever you have very big. I mean, I didn't make it too big because I don't want it to take up a lot of space, but I like having it just big enough so that I could see everything. I don't have a lot of like Clip Studio specific painting tips. How long have I been streaming? 1.5, that's pretty good. It's really just like as you get better at coloring things in digital anyway, it just kind of comes to you, which is a really crappy way. I'm probably not ever going to be like an actual art teacher, because when I try to like teach people things, it's usually in a pretty weird way. So I'm sorry. Just, yeah. With just one brush, well, it really depends on the brush, because if you are only using, like, say, the mapping pen or something, that would be a way different thing than if you're just trying to create something with, like, a colored pencil brush. But, I would say if you're gonna limit yourself to only 1 or 2 brushes, don't use the airbrush unless it is something with texture to it. Airbrushes just kind of make everything look artificial. So that's why I prefer, usually, if I'm in a rush, I'll use the airbrush tool. But if I'm not in a rush, then I prefer using the watercolor brush and just kind of blending everything out myself, instead of just slapping down an airbrush and hoping it looks nice, you know? I think that's pretty good, actually. I'm gonna work on painting Issy some more, I think. Don't know what's in this layer. I think it's, I think I made this layer without thinking about it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna delete that then. It's extra space in this file that I don't need. Thanks. Ugh, sometimes the button ges stuck. I If you hear me just tapping furiously at my keyboard, it's probably because the command or the shift button got stuck. It's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna paint Issy, I think. But I'm gonna do it on another layer just in case I don't like it. Probably gonna be mostly cleaning up. I think so. I mean, it depends on if I like the final product enough or not, but I think I will. Like, I put enough work into it. I think I will like the final product. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. Yeah, the only problem with me putting this as a print is that it's like not my own original stuff. So it really just depends on like how Shannon Hale feels about me selling prints that are fan art, you know? I'll probably put it up, but I might get it taken down. It depends. That adds a bit more liveliness to her face than what she had before. So yay! I have a Redbubble store. It's linked in, if not in the description of this video, because I can never remember where, if I put like any of my good links to my streams. But But in like my other videos, there are some in just on my Tumblr page, like if you follow me there. I'm pretty sure my Twitter page has a link, but I'm like never on there, so if you don't follow me there, I understand. Yeah, I'll probably only sell it on my Redbubble. I still technically have a Society 6, but I never use it because just Redbubble is so much easier to like upload prints to. It's so much more just user friendly. I like it a lot more. Come on. I don't know what you're talking about. With goats? I don't know. I don't want to go into too much detail because again, it's going to be pretty small. So you can kind of see it, so. Ah, okay. That makes more sense. yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon. I have to eat dinner, and I'm in charge of some like activities later tonight. But it was pretty fun to stream. Thanks y'all for coming. I know it's kind of like a middle of the day, sort of out of nowhere stream, but I saw a chance and took it. No, I'm not copying a cover in my art style. Sort of. Okay, so the original cover is like, there's like a tree and something that's supposed to look like a girl. It's in a weird style. And I always hated that cover when I was little. I was like, ugh, this is so ugly. So, sort of, I mean, there is a tree. That's like the one element I liked from the original cover. But mostly just, this is like one of the scenes that I really liked the most from the book. I think it sums up the feeling from the book pretty well. Yeah, so it's more like just drawing a scene from the book in my style than redrawing the cover, you know? But yeah, I think this is going to be the end of the stream. I need to take a break from drawing, and just sitting here and watching YouTube videos wouldn't be super interesting to you guys. So, thanks y'all for showing up. This is probably going to be a speed paint video. Probably a pretty long one. But I'll keep this video up anyway, because why not? But thank y'all for coming. And hopefully I'll be able to stream sometime soon. No promises though. And bye-bye then, I guess.